What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel for another awesome reaction. She's Smitty.
He's Birdie.
And episode 3, Agatha All Along, through many miles of tricks and trials. First thing, the feeling that I thought, yes, all the episodes are named after the lyrics in the Ballad of the Witch's Road. Awesome. Second thing, diving back into the first 2 episodes, we first going into the Jane Doe. Her hands had dark hold hands with all the dark fingers and everything. So that's the first thing that we noticed. The second thing with Teen, I don't know if you have, but I've been reading a lot of theories and other stuff on the internet.
I got my theories too.
And in our comment section on the second episode, that Teen is a combination of Wanda's son Billy and Agatha's son Nicholas Scratch. But it's like Billy, but it's like Nicholas Scratch kind of like tagged on. That's what I read from one of our subscribers in the comments. And so there's that theory. That is very possible. And I also think, outside of will Wanda appear at the end of this series, I feel like she will in some fashion. I still am going to stick to that. But with the Salem 7, what's stopping them from ending up on the Witch's Road? Because
yeah, I agree. I don't think anything's stopping them.
Because they're witches, they most likely know the ballad, and they know that she's gone down it, or she's gone to the Witch's Road. So, like I said, what's stopping them from actually going down there and walking the road to get her? I don't think it's the end of seeing them either, but it's going to be interesting how it plays out. That's all my theories. Your theories?
I don't have any theories right now.
Okay, so you ready to go?
Yes.
Let's go down the Witch's Road. Yeah.
I need a divination witch.
Shit.
I need a potions guy.
We're looking for a protection witch.
Potions and protection sound like the coolest ones.
So the protection one, she's pretty much like the muscle or something.
Yeah.
Maybe.
You didn't think it was real, did you?
You did?
You know what this is? This is a kidnapping. We involved the local authorities.
Are we gonna ignore the fact that something just chased us down here?
Yeah, you're not going to get any cell reception down there.
I know, exactly.
Okay, no cell service.
They don't care.
Well, whatever chased Agatha down here, it's our problem now.
Is that because covens share blessings and burdens alike?
Okay, someone really needs to call this kid's parent.
Tame your fears. That's what we're up against. Our worst nightmares.
But in what form?
Trials. What are they like?
Well, what are your worst fears? And there you go.
The road will test us and our knowledge of the craft. One trial for each skill.
So you're missing a skill for one trial.
Again, who are you?
Oh, so they can't hear us.
Someone's put a sigil on that boy.
Okay, we got an answer.
Sigil is a spell.
A sigil is a redaction spell that hides something.
It would make sense it's Wanda.
We can crack him open later. The real value lies at the end of the road.
It gets creepier and less bright.
Do you think it's going to get darker and darker and darker?
Probably, yeah. It would make sense. I'm thinking, though, a theory that I have based off that is that...
And you...
It would make a lot of sense that...
Wait, where's
where
Mrs.
the
Hart?
hell does she go?
I mean, if you take your eyes off of her for 2 seconds, it's...
She's exploring. Just let her have at it.
Don't touch me.
No, but the theory that it would make sense, maybe she locked Billy, like, under some form of a protection, or like that sigil.
Can't you make it?
Just admire the blue leaves that look like puzzle pieces. Oh no.
Stop. Stop. No, no.
Oh, that's gone now, baby.
This came from Talbot's. You can't have it. Oh my God.
Oh, wait, it's gonna suck you down too.
Mrs. Hart, not the way to go.
Oh my god.
It's like a very aggressive quicksand.
All right, here we go. Oh.
For the uninitiated. Rule number 1, do not step off the road.
I stray not from the path.
Yes, thank you, teen.
Can someone get her a baby wipe, please? Like a lot of them.
Right.
Walk and walk when there is nowhere to walk to.
Right.
There it is.
Look.
The end of the path. Okay, it's all of a sudden bright. Excuse me?
A house? Whose house? Is that a beach?
It is a beach.
Ah.
And that's a big house on a freaking beach. How did you get a house that big on a beach? Not even the beach houses in Malibu are that big. Yes, let's go explore.
Carry on.
Beach day.
Now this is a house. Right off your vision board.
Maybe this is the end.
There's no way it's the end. Too soon. Too deceptive.
Right.
Too quick. Interesting door.
The phases of the moon.
It's full.
Oh.
The water phase. So what do we do?
Well, we don't want to surprise anyone.
Don't we?
Just walks in.
They're witches. She's me. I'm like, yeah, I guess. So respectful.
Right. It's very clean.
Yeah.
Exactly the stuff of
Oh,
nightmares.
wow.
The road changes.
Oh, wow.
It changed us, too.
Interesting. Well, at least she's clean now. If they walk out the door, is she filthy again?
It's giving middle-aged, second chance at love vibes, and I'm here for it.
She's trying to leave. She's like, oh, shit.
I'm too rich for like
I look like one of
for
my
this.
customers.
This is all bougie shit.
I look like one of my customers.
Oh my God! Bury me in that kitchen.
Hey, you.
Where's the kitchen? I was like, well, we're not going to look at the kitchen?
I know, right? You're just gonna strip tease us like that?
My age has value. I'm no fun alone. I mess with your mind. My tricks are well known.
I mess with your mind, my tricks are well known.
Sounds like a witch.
Sounds like you.
Wine.
That's it.
A bit of advice. Watch your back with Agatha.
I know how people feel about her.
Did you know she traded her own child for the Book of the Damned?
Oh. Got a little bit of backstory.
That can't be true.
They say no one really knows what happened to him. He might be dead. Others say he might be a demon or an agent of Mephisto.
Ooh.
I doubt she'd even recognize her own son if he showed up at her doorstep.
Are they trying to tease it that he might be her son?
I think so. Because remember the theory that I said it was like latching on? Like to a form, to like essentially that being Billy?
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? It might actually just be straight up Nicholas. He just doesn't know.
I like how she had more wine than everybody else.
That'd literally be you. You'd be like, here's a little bit. I'll take the rest.
Damn, girl.
She's been through it. I'll give her that.
I have had a very hard day. Do not judge me.
I'd be asking for whiskey.
30 minutes? For what?
Why is electronic Miss Minutes counting down?
So,
Bottoms up.
2 harbingers of doom?
I mean, not really much of a challenge if you gotta drink it in
Well,
less than 30 minutes.
Well, it's not drinking less. I think they drink it, and then that's when their trial starts. Maybe something happens, and then now they have.
Should we take the girl talk to the sofa?
That's the difference between me and her. I don't do girl talk. I'll just take the wine to the sofa. She drank the wine, and that started the clock. So that means they need. This is where maybe the wine does something to them.
Maybe they need to do the trial while loaded.
Hallucinations or something.
I really like your tattoo. Where'd you get it?
Nowhere.
Girl. Well, lucky plant.
Got it in Colorado. My mom was playing Red Rocks.
That symbol wards off curses, right?
She, made me get it. Because she said all the women in our family were cursed.
What? Can I get one of those, but with beer? Just refills for me? Or give me that power so I can just refill it.
Well, I am not saying that I want to join the club, but I would drink the blood of a virgin if it would smooth out some of these wrinkles.
Oh my god!
Oh, God.
Oh, you are...
Oh, goodness. Did you get zapped by bees?
Mrs. Hart, you're, a little swollen.
I think she looks fantastic.
You look like you overdid it on plastic surgery.
Oh my... My face! My formerly perfect face!
Honestly, I don't hate it.
Oh, it's poison Sharon, remember?
Why don't you just let her drink it all? It just serves.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you a few questions so we can identify the toxin, okay? Do you feel a tingling?
They're like panicking so hard that they don't even know.
Do you hear any ringing or the sound of fairies crying?
Huh?
I love you guys.
She looks like a Kardashian.
Your face is back to normal. Is mine?
The fact that the face swelling decreased so quickly means it could be only one type of poison. Alewife revenge. Next is dizziness, delirium, loss of motor function.
My heart's racing.
That's another one. Also hallucinations, death.
I've got to get out of here.
Agatha?
Stop! It's gonna...
Doing that!
You can't cheat, Agatha.
Why? Who says?
The road.
So you gotta survive death.
He didn't drink. He's not in the coven, and he's underage.
I'm gonna shove it down your...
On the upholstery?
I'm gonna laugh. It just forms right back together. Oh, you're just using another glass. Drink, bitch.
Drink. Fine. Then I will.
No!
Just do it. Oh, God.
Oh, it's so cheap.
Wanda? Wanda, I'm begging you.
Hallucinations.
Please.
Potions witch. It's time to brew an antidote.
Oh, so that's it. That's how they're gonna beat death.
I need frankincense and the gut of a eusocial insect. I need a corpse that's been decaying for at least 30 million years. Zooplankton. It's in petroleum products.
So petroleum jelly, maybe, or gas. I don't even know if it's in the same ballpark.
Okay, I'm thinking petroleum jelly. We'll get it. Oh, we're gonna find it. We're gonna get it. Of
Kale care, of course.
course, Jen's skincare made it to the road.
But it's all organic.
I know a snake oil salesman when I see one.
There's nothing of use in here. Let's keep going.
Is that a gym? Oh. Nope. Nope.
Oh, so she's gonna use the sink like as a cauldron or whatever.
Eye of Newt.
Looks big enough.
Also known as mustard seed.
Oh, frickin' hell. Okay, what's your hallucination? I wonder if that's her at a young age. Don't bite the bait. Keep moving forward. I wonder if that's her mom.
Mom?
You are an inconvenient woman.
What are you, a priest? So now they got less than 15 minutes to get a potion up and they're hallucinating. That's a badass lighter. I need one.
Your grandmother died today, thousands of miles away, and I could still feel it when it happened.
That's some powerful shit.
It's going to kill me.
Don't say that!
Oh, God. Okay, was that alcohol or poison? Ooh, it's death. Just unlocked a new Halloween costume.
You're nothing.
I can't protect you!
Uh-oh, 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 it's the window. Excuse me? Time's of the essence.
Salt water.
Are we underwater right now?
Oh shit! I should have known. It's like reflecting on their faces like water.
No, thank you.
Okay.
The elements need to be added in a certain order, in a specific time, starting with gut and eye.
Next is frankincense.
No, wait, get out of here.
Here. All natural or not, Jen?
Drop it in.
So that where the lawsuit's coming from too? Fake organic stuff? Nice.
It's working, right?
Huh.
What? What's wrong?
Any bright ideas on how to set this thing to boil?
Is there a sous vide?
Oh, brilliant.
Oh, what?
It heats water to a specific temperature so you can cook your meat evenly.
Oh, cute. I need you to stir counterclockwise to the left.
Right.
I'm not gonna lie, that got me stumped too. So I give him an out.
Ooh, what is...
Is this Nicholas? I've been waiting for this one.
I know.
It's gotta be. The way she's reacting.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Agatha!
What did you see?
Nothing.
So the book that she traded Nicholas for, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
Because all of a sudden it ended up in the same carrier.
And clear your minds. Once our intentions are aligned, it'll glow bright cerulean.
Cerulean? What is that, like blue?
Yeah. Or green. Yeah.
I was close. It's like a bluish green.
Cerulean and chartreuse confused. Is cerulean the green one?
No, it's blue.
Oh! Point for Kyle.
I must have forgot something.
1 minute left.
What did you forget?
I don't know. I've never made this potion before.
Oh, good lord. What type of potions master are you?
We're all gonna die here. I do not want to die here.
I have always hated you. If this is a pep talk. But I left you alone because what you were doing was important. The real work. They can take your power, Jen, but they can't take your knowledge.
Okay, so this is the final 30 seconds of a basketball game. You're down by 2, needed 3 to win.
We need the blood of the unpoisoned.
Teen,
Aha!
you're useful here.
Oh! Now!
I can't believe I got that right. That it was blue. Drink it all. Just like a shot.
The timer's still
what?
ticking. Mrs. Hart!
I know. I was gonna say, what about Mrs. Hart?
Take it! Take it!
Pass, pass, pass.
Run.
That took so much longer.
Shove it in her mouth!
Did they win?
Did it work?
Looks like they got it.
Crawl y'all asses in that oven.
All right. This is like Meow Wolf. Get in there.
I am not climbing in an oven. That happened to a friend of mine once. She had a lovely house too.
Was it a house made of candy?
She ended up.
Oh, you got no choice now.
Move, bitch!
And she's like, move, bitch.
That would have legit been me. Like, all y'all can fucking die. I'm gone. She just pushed all of them out the way.
Oh my god.
Why is she so heavy?
It's dead weight.
For real.
You next!
Okay.
There's a way to handle that one.
Yep. Let's go. All of y'all. Let's go.
Just go. Oh, you're gonna
I knew
get
it.
trucked. Oh,
Boom. Boom. Jesus.
jeez, so violent with the hits.
All right,
Okay,
now back on the path. Let's go.
the leaves are red now. They're not blue.
Little rusty there, Jen? Little traitors there, Agatha?
Stop. We're alive. We made it through the first test.
She herself said she was bound. So get off her ass.
Exactly.
Sharon's dead.
What? Eat shit. Are you serious?
Who's Sharon?
Oh,
I love it.
oh my gosh.
Hit the roll.
Hit the roll. The one person that shouldn't have even been there. I'm so pissed off.
I'm upset.
I'm pissed. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm mad.
How dare y'all?
An unnecessary casualty shouldn't have even been there.
Is she for real dead?
I hope not. Okay, so that's a sneak peek of what these trials are like, and they got a witch for everything: protection witch, divination, potions. So they're missing the earth witch. What the hell are they gonna do when that rolls around? Is Rio Vidal gonna show up, and she gonna handle that off of some love-hate relationship thing that she has going on with Agatha?
Probably.
Or just completing that for the sheer fact that she wants to see Agatha at full strength and aid her to get there so they can actually have the battle that she wants. So many theories, but that was so intense, and this episode flew by. Rest in peace.
I think
Anyway.
the theory that Teen could be Agatha's son is pretty much getting closer to factual, because it felt like it was how do I say it? It was foreshadowing when she told him that she probably wouldn't know her son if he showed up right at her front door or something like that. And which he did, showed up at her front, well, not front door, but she
Broke through the window.
He showed up out of nowhere, and she didn't know. So I don't know.
It's going to be interesting to find out if it's looking more concrete, like you said. So it's going to be interesting to see how exactly he got this sigil, and more essentially, he got bound himself. I'm willing to bet. I've said it so many times. It's like a broken record at this point, but Wanda's got to be tied to it. And then even from the beginning, the fact that Agatha was caught in this spell by the Scarlet Witch that was keeping her in this detective deal and not knowing who she really was, and then Teen says that he broke her out of it. Nicholas Scratch is a pretty powerful magical being, so it would make sense that he's the one that did it, if that is indeed true, because he's powerful enough to do it. So it feels like, just based off the little pieces that they dropped in and things that they've said, it seems more and more that it is indeed him. It's just a matter of breaking this sigil and then getting all the facts out. Yeah. I love the theorizing on this, and the little Easter eggs and all the little things that they say. It's so amazing how they're doing it with the series.
This was a really good episode.
Oh yeah,
because we got to see a little glimpse of their fears, which in a way, if you think about it, has, it's their own backstory. It's a bit of their origin story, really. So I'm curious. I want to know more about their stories and stuff. So I'm wondering if we're gonna see more of that in the next episodes.
That's what I'm thinking. Okay, obviously this one was hallucinations and fears, like you said. So maybe they'll play into another aspect of their past in the next episode with the next trial. Who knows what the next trial is going to be? Okay,
so we already got potions down. So
yeah.
The next one is going to be involving maybe
either divination or protection.
I feel like the green might be pushed later. Maybe episode 5.
I'm thinking the last one might be either one that Agatha will have to do, or the Earth one, because like I said, they're still lacking that witch. So it's hard to say how they're going to exactly play them in order, but I feel like it's either going to be one of either divination or protection.
I did notice that
I'll make a bet that it's divination.
I did notice that there was a point in the reaction where I just stayed quiet. I was just really sucked into the story. I was paying attention. I was like, I need to know what's going on. Let me listen to this.
There's so much to absorb.
I know, exactly.
It's from the tattoo that the protection witch has. I forgot her name. Whenever I hear it, it'll click again. But the protection witch, and when she has the tattoo that she got in Colorado from at the recommendation or the urging of her mom.
Her mom made her get it.
And then so that little bit of a backstory.
Because all the women in their family were cursed.
Yep, and then what Teen was told with not trusting Agatha, because she essentially traded her son for, what was that book? Book of the Damned.
Something like that.
Yeah, she traded her son, or the rumor that she traded her son for the Book of the Damned, and it seems more concrete because Agatha didn't know that they were having that conversation. It wasn't quiet because Agatha was trying to find a way out when all the poisoning stuff was happening. So, and then all of a sudden, like I said, they didn't know that conversation was going on, and then she had that hallucination of the baby in the carrier, and then all of a sudden it turned into the Book of the Damned.
So I was thinking about that, just not deep in thought, but it was just a theory. Now, the rumor that she traded her child for the Book of the Damned, what if it's just that it's a rumor? What if she had got the Book of the Damned but in doing so, unknowingly, she didn't know, but they were going to take her son because she had her hands on the book. And
kind of like an eye for an eye thing.
Because she didn't know. Maybe she already had the book and she started, I don't know, doing whatever with the book, and then they took her kid or her son and stuff. Because when you look at the last few episodes, the first episode you saw her open the room to her son's room.
Yeah.
And she looks sad,
Mm-hmm.
Now, and then the second episode, that lady was like, "Oh, is this another child sacrifice?" And she looked offended. She was just, she looked at her. She didn't glare at her, but she just looked offended.
Oh yeah,
it was
very true.
Slightly a little bit upset, that she brought that up. And then you got it in this one where she goes to the cradle and then she pulls back the blanket and then it's the book, and she freaked out. She had tears coming down.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder if it's either she regret trading her child for the book, or she had already got hold of the book, but in doing so, her child was sacrificed unwillingly.
Yeah, it wasn't revealed oh, well, you get this, you're gonna lose something else, stuff like that.
It's
all that dark arts.
You give
stuff.
up, it's the whole something you love or closest to you is gonna be taken away if you take this book or something like that, right? It's
I equate it to the Soul Stone. You get the Soul Stone, you got to sacrifice a soul to get it.
And it almost reminds me of Hocus Pocus 2. It was not the last scene, but at the end of the movie, she did a spell which she was supposed to get her powers and be all powerful, but in doing so, she traded the one thing she loved, and that was her sisters. And her her sisters started fading away, and up and poof, they're gone, right? And it made her sad at the end. She's like, "Oh my God, no! I'm nothing without my sisters." And she's like, "I didn't want this." And I felt like maybe it could be something similar to that.
It's very possible.
Maybe she had the book, but then having the book, she lost her son. Now, those are my theories. I don't know if it's correct. I'm not very familiar about her origin story in the Marvel books or Marvel comic books or anything like that. But you know how it is. Everybody's making different stories. There's also different AUs and different, just backgrounds and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So
well, we got this big book right there.
Yeah.
So we're gonna read it.
We're dig into it.
We're gonna dive in some more. We're gonna do a bit more research about these characters, find out more, and
if you know some stuff about these characters, and you're very familiar with the comic books and graphic novels and stuff, don't try not to spoil stuff, because we really like the show.
Yeah, we like the adventure of doing the research ourselves.
Let us guess.
Finding out as it goes along, theorizing and everything, and then finding out at the end. And
give us your theories too. So
yeah, we welcome all y'all's theories. We love talking to y'all in the comments about all this and the show and the theories and where they think they may be going and all that stuff. Other than that, do you got anything?
No, that's it.
Alrighty, well, if y'all like what you saw today, go ahead and drop a like, leave a comment what you thought about the episode, and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content like this. And we'll see you on the next video. Bye.